What is up, my beautiful Gemini fam? It's your girl Gemma Jade, and I am going to be reading your oracle cards for the month of September 2021. I just want to say a few things. Number one, be patient with me. I just started this. I'm using all different decks for all different signs to see what I'm most comfortable with. Going forward, it will get a lot more, maybe run a lot more smoothly, so just be patient. Also, I'm working on a really awesome setup for the oracle readings. At the end, if you decide that you want a personal reading, the information for that, my email will be in the description box below. Remember that oracle, like tarot, in my opinion, is timeless. So if it's not something happening now, or if it doesn't happen right in September of 2021, it is going to be something that is coming up. I am confident in that. I draw on your spirit guides, your ancestors, my spirit guides and ancestors, our angels, even our spirit animals. As I said, I'm working with all new decks. So the last two readings I did were with two different decks. I'm trying to see what works best for me, but the one thing I will do is throw an Oracle of the Mermaid card down to kind of pull the entire reading together at the end. Also, remember, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with all of you. Please check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. If this does not resonate, also take what resonates and leave the rest. This is for Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. If you don't know your chart other than your sun sign, you can Google free natal chart and you just put in your information. There are so many sites and you can find out your astrology, your sun, moon, rising, Venus. Okay, but this is for sun, moon, and rising Geminis. Also, take it as it resonates. If I'm talking about a romantic relationship, but the same thing is going on in your life and business, obviously, then this message is for you in that capacity. And if it doesn't resonate at all, like I said, check out your other astrology. And maybe this just isn't your message. So let's see what we have for you today, Gemini, my beautiful Gemini peeps. Messages for Gemini from the universe, our spirit guides, our spirit ancestors, our angels, and even calling forth our spirit animals. I am using the Halloween Oracle, lifting the veil every night of the year. What do we have for my beautiful Gemini? Messages from the universe and spirits. Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. They always have me shuffling so much here, like... Okay. Gemini, your first card is the Spider, community and web weaving. Your second card is the Lamp, the card of remembrance. And your third card is the Skull of Stars, infinite possibilities. I like that. I already like where this is going. All right, Gemini, your first card is the Spider. Masses of sticky spiderwebs make any Halloween decorations complete. The idea of a haunted house covered in the artwork of a big hairy spider is classic horror. Even those of us who appreciate our eight-legged friends still hurriedly brush off those stealthy webs if we run into them in the dark. Although most spiders are not venomous, humans have an innate fear of them. Perhaps it's the fangs or the poison. Perhaps it's all those legs and the way they move. Perhaps it's where they live, often in dark, hidden places, or the way our Western popular culture has demonized them by making them giant, fierce, and man-eating. Some cultures, though, revere the spider in very positive ways. In many Native American traditions, for example, the spider is the creature that gives birth to all other animals and sustains the web of life. The goddess spider grandmother, and there is also a spider woman, is the key deity that brings wisdom, safety, and communication to all the tribes. She created and wove all the stars in the sky and makes soft webs for those that are troubled to rest upon and be supported by. Spiders' webs can be seen as a symbol of connection, not necessarily entrapment. There is a fine line sometimes between a family or community supporting us and controlling us. This card looks at this discernment. It also suggests you review the way you communicate with the wider community, at work, or generally with others, and take steps to improve this or do it slightly differently. It also indicates that there needs to be a balance between what you do for yourself and what you do for others. If we give too much to the outside, our strength diminishes and we cannot weave the supporting web for ourselves. So the first thing I picked up intuitively was someone weaving a web around you. And what I'm getting is be very, very careful right now. It doesn't have to be in a romantic relationship. And this is weird because another sign just got this with a different set of cards. Be careful with anyone new being introduced to you by someone that you trust. someone is trying to manipulate you. The fine line between, you know, caring for and controlling. Somebody is really trying to manipulate you here, but they're going in a way about it where you may feel that they're just trying to comfort you. You may be defending someone who doesn't deserve to be defended right now. If it isn't happening, it is going to happen. We're at the end of August. Look out for anyone new coming into your life, new relationships. I would pay really close attention to my intuition and be very, very patient. Don't jump into anything. Don't make any rash decisions. Now is not the time for a leap of faith. The spider weaves its web and sits and waits. It waits until it traps another insect, right? This is a time of patience. Do not make any rash decisions in the month of September because you will regret it. Also, don't let anyone influence your decisions too much either. Take the time to do what you want and don't be afraid to say no. Like, no, I know I have a pickup truck, but I don't want to help you move. Not because you can't, but because you don't want to, and you're allowed to say no. Don't let anyone manipulate you. I'm getting intuitively a lot of manipulation going on around you, and you're going to end up being the insect stuck in the web instead of the spider weaving it. Your second card is the lamp, which is the card of remembrance. Whilst it is a tradition to carve a jack-o'-lantern to scare away the spirits, it was an older tradition still to light a candle or a lamp on Halloween nights and leave it at the window as a loving guide home for those who have passed, both as a symbol of remembrance and also a kind of leaving the lights on for those who may wish to come home. The lamp was left on to illuminate the night and perhaps even the sadness that was felt because of the passing. This card reminds us that it is a positive thing to remember those who have passed by celebrating their life rather than mourning their death. For those with whom we did not have an easy relationship, or even those we did not like, leave us with valuable lessons. Sometimes we learn more from our nemesis than we do from our friends, and so the darkness can illuminate our strengths and our true values so that we can live them more clearly and fully. The light, the lamp, illumination. And for me, what I always get intuitively when I pull this card is like, look at this, the fierce, scary jack-o'-lantern, as opposed to the beautiful light set in remembrance, right? This is a card of remembrance, but there is that scary jack-o'-lantern there. This is illumination. So something is going to come to you. Something is going to either be laid out by somebody else. You're going to realize a huge truth that you kind of already intuitively knew about this situation, this manipulative, controlling, just gross situation. And I don't always get that when I get this card. Sometimes this card is a really great card, but I do read from the book, but eventually I won't. And most of this is intuitive. And this is a very sticky, manipulative, controlling kind of situation. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be familial. It can be a business situation. Okay, Gemini? So my lovely twins, check this out. Two different kinds of light, something that illuminates and something that is fierce and kind of scary. You are going to be learning a big, huge truth that I don't know if it's going to be life-changing, but in the moment, in September, and possibly going forward, because like I said, Oracle, like Tarot, in my opinion, is timeless. You are going to find something out very soon, though. There's going to be a light shown on something that you kind of aren't really realizing. Like, you might start getting it intuitively. This is not the time, though, to confront. Whatever you learn, do not confront this person just yet. I'm going to look at your next card and the Mermaid Oracle to see if that changes. But from what I'm getting now, do not confront this person or this situation. Simply know that you know. Know what you know and know that you know it, Gemini. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Your next card is the Skull of Stars with infinite possibilities. This skull brings us back to the fact that we are all made of the stuff of stars, yet many of us think so small. We are each born with a blank canvas to paint upon, and we are indeed an open sky of possibilities. It is easy to feel small in a world that is so busy, impersonal, and seemingly self-absorbed. We can at times feel lost and unclear about our connection and direction and lose sight of our place in the cosmos. The Skull of Stars reminds us that we are only limited by our own imagination and boundaries. If we can dream it, it is possible. This card indicates that you need to think bigger and more broadly about your future and what you would like to achieve. Perhaps there are false beliefs, often old, that no longer serve you as you grow and change. Sometimes these beliefs may not even be yours. They may have been imparted to you by your parents or the wider community, yet feel rather incongruent to you. You need to endeavor with all your heart and soul to live the life you want and honor your own wishes and truth. Look at the beautiful lights around this. You see a skull, kind of scary, creepy, gross skull, but there's all this illumination, and the heavens, the cosmos is around it, protecting it. You have this person or this situation that is manipulative, controlling, that you are dealing with or about to be dealing with. I'm pretty sure it's already going on, whether you're aware of it or not. Look at this beautiful spider entrapping the other insects. Do you want to be the beautiful spider, or do you want to be the other insect caught in the web and eaten? Because this card says that once the illumination happens, once you find this out, you make the right move. Be patient for a little while. Okay, this doesn't mean don't act at all and just let someone treat you like garbage. Just know what you know and wait for the right time, right? Sit patiently and wait for the right time to illuminate this situation, Gemini. And then once you do that and break those chains, this is like infinite possibility. You are going to open yourself up to opportunities that you never even thought possible. It's like the cosmos is the limit. There is no limit. The sky's the limit. The cosmos is the limit. It's going to be like opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. It's nonstop. But this is not going to happen if you stay stuck in this. If something is illuminated about this situation here, this spider, this web, this manipulative, controlling situation, once it's illuminated, it's like, what are you going to do about it? Take the time to really think about it. Don't act irrationally and don't react out of anger or pain. I know a lot of us, you know, Gemini duality, the twins, you kind of go back and forth with your one self and your other self. I'm a Pisces. I'm not calling you out. I totally do it too. Don't act on impulse about this situation. I have a feeling it could be dangerous, right? The spider, the venom, the entrapment of the beauty. Look how gorgeous that spider is, but deadly. Deadly. Once the situation, like I said, is illuminated, take the time to be patient, to wait before you act on this. Do not react. I reiterate, it's very important. I keep getting that intuitively. Don't react. Once you handle this situation and break these chains, right, smash this web, you are going to have the cosmos opened up to you and your life is going to change. If you should choose to stay stuck despite this illumination, this is not going to happen for a very long time, if at all. The universe will offer it to you, and then if you choose not to take it, it might come back around, but it might not. Something similar might come back around. Something better might come back around eventually, but it's going to take a while. You are in a process right now where there is a lesson you need to learn. You need to go through this in order to grow. But once you do, man, Gemini, I can see the end of the year just glow up, glow up, glow up. That's what I keep getting. So I am going to pull an Oracle of the Mermaid card. I like to do this. A lot of people who do Oracle don't do this. I used to be a tarot reader. I've kind of lost touch with that intuitiveness with the cards, and I'm relearning them. So I do kind of do this like people do with tarot, but it's kind of just what I do. So I forgot to do it with Aries. I feel bad, but that was like the first video I ever filmed like this. I do give personal readings, but as far as, you know, astrological monthly readings like this is something new that I'm doing, that I've been called to do. I've definitely been called to do this. So, all right, universal message for my Gemini fam. Let's bring this all together. What is going to be, what is needed in order to get from here to here? We know the illumination. We're going to find out something, right? But what do we need to do? The Oracle of the Mermaid is a card of action. That's why I love pulling one at the end. It kind of shows us what we have to do next, right? What is the answer to all of this? Sorry, I got cards popping out. All right, let's see. Let's see, Gemini. Beauty, grace, loveliness, integrity of form, and spirit. All right. And look at her. She is gorgeous, right? Beauty, grace, loveliness, integrity of form, and spirit. What was I just saying to you? Do not just act impulsively. Be graceful. I always say, always go in grace. Keep your side of the street clean. Don't It's not an eye for an eye kind of situation here. That could be very dangerous. Look, another beautiful creature. Beautiful spider, beautiful woman. Maybe this woman is the spider. But I don't think so, because it's talking about remaining graceful, grace under pressure. And I really do get a third-party situation here. I keep, you know, what's going on with some kind of energy in the air with these third-party situations. And again, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a business partnership where they're bringing someone else in to take your place, or bringing someone else in without asking you. I would definitely remain graceful under pressure. Remain graceful under fire is a better way to put that. Keep your beauty about you, and don't be caught up in this beauty. Shine a light on it, but take the time to think first, and the universe will be yours. That's all I have for you, Gemini. I hope this helps. If you want a personal reading, the information, my email will be in the description box. Have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye-bye.